guys, it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am super excited to be playing along with the Stretch Your Sketch series today. And so I just kind of showed you on the screen the sketch that we are working with, and it has basically kind of like a grid layout with some pattern behind it. And I'm going to turn mine into a traveler's notebook spread. So I am playing with the Paige Evans Horizon collection today. And because I'm working in my traveler's notebook, I don't mind if the paper is a little bit thinner and not double-sided. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the 12 by 12 pattern paper pad. Now this is not the one from Joann's. I have that one too. This is just the regular 12 by 12 paper pad. And so I'm going to go through there and pull out just a couple of different pattern papers that I want to use. And so I knew I wanted to use that floral with the blue background because it kind of matches my planner that's in one of the pictures. And I thought it would pair up really well with this kind of limeish green color. And I am obsessed with that green paper. I'm hoarding a bunch of sheets of it because I love that paper. And so I'm just going to cut a 3-inch strip of the blue one, and then I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip of this lime green one. And so in the photo, there's a pattern paper that stretches across the entire layout, and then it has like a little scallopy edge underneath. I'm not going to have the scallopy edge. Instead, I'm going to have 2 pattern papers. And so I'm going to layer these up together, and I basically have 2 sheets of white cardstock that are cut down to be the right size for my traveler's notebook, because I still just really don't like to work directly in a traveler's notebook if I can help it. So I'm going to kind of pair up my 2 sheets of paper right next to each other, and I'm going to create this like it's one layout. And then it's just going to end up being split down the middle. And so I printed my photos in the Project Life app so that I could have 2 3x4 photos. And I'm going to kind of place them in the same places that the sketch has them. And then I'm going to go ahead and use one of these tags that's from Horizon, sort of in that title space. So because I am making this a traveler's notebook spread, it is quite a bit smaller than the sketch itself. So everything is going to be kind of condensed together. And so I have one photo that's going to go on the left page and one photo that's going to go on the right. And the reason I am putting that, like the view outside the plane window on the left is because I know that I'm going to want that tag to hang down over the top of it. And it has a lot of like empty space up at the top of the photo. So it makes sense with what I want to do with the rest of the layout. And so I'm going to go ahead and add some letters to this little tag. And so this is one of the stitch tags. It has some stitching around the edge, and then it has a little banner on it that says hello. And I just want to add the word wander. And so I was going to add it along the bottom, and then I decided to move it up towards the top. And that's just going to kind of go with my title. So this is just a page in my traveler's notebook talking about how I love to travel and explore and go new places and have big adventures and those kinds of things. So this is just in my personal traveler's notebook. And these aren't necessarily pictures that need an entire layout spread, so they lend themselves perfectly to working in a traveler's notebook. So that kind of gives me the basic format of where I want things to go. And then in the sketch, I really liked how there were a bunch of kind of clusters of stars. And so I am looking at how I can kind of recreate those clusters throughout my layout. And then I also really liked up in the top right-hand corner, there's a little kind of cluster up there that it says date in the sketch and has some embellishing. And so I'm keeping in mind that I want to have that as part of my layout. And then I also really liked how the title card in the sketch had a little tag underneath where the journaling was going to be found. And so I'm going to carry that idea over into the bottom. So I'm keeping a lot of the design elements the same as the sketch. I'm just kind of condensing everything into the size of my traveler's notebook spread. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this little piece of luggage because I wanted it to be the right green color to match my pattern paper. And I'm going to use that just to kind of decorate or add some interest to that little tag that's going to have my journaling at the bottom. And then I'm trying to decide what else I want to have going on that top strip. And so I started out with just a strip of pattern paper. Then I cut out a pattern and tried to see if that was going to be what I wanted up there. And it looks okay, but it wasn't my favorite. And then I had a little piece left, and it was like, oh, well, this should be a banner. And so my brain really does work this way, guys. When I'm putting a layout together, it's like, oh, maybe I should do this. Oh, no, maybe I should do that. Oh, look at this little scrap that's left over. Maybe I can do something with that. And so here again, I have a little scrap, and that's going to end up going up into the top. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, what do I want to do to decorate all this stuff? And because it looks plain at the moment, and I know I need something else, and I have this strip of pattern paper, so then my brain is thinking, hey, why not fussy cut all of these little flowers? Because does your brain do that? Does your brain ever say, hey, why don't you fussy cut? Yeah, that's my brain. It works like that, and I love to fussy cut. So, I digress. I am going to go ahead and fussy cut a few of these flowers to go in my embellishment clusters. And that little adventure awaits in orange isn't going to end up making the cut onto this layout. So that is going to end up going away. And you can see I have fussy cut 3 little flowers to go in my kind of visual triangle between my 2 photos and then that little cluster I have going on at the top. I am going to add a little bit of dimension to my little suitcase right there. And I'm going to add a little bit of dimension also to that green heart up at the top. And then I'm just going to kind of glue everything down, get all of my clusters done. I do want to take a second and apologize to you because my channel has been sadly kind of quiet lately. The reason for that, if you are not aware, is that I have been doing a live scrapbooking video over in our Facebook page every single day in the month of April. And so, because I've been posting a video over there every single day, my channel has sadly not had as many videos as usual. But if you want to stop over there and check out the Facebook group, there are lots and lots of videos for the month of April, and you are welcome to watch all of those on replay. You didn't have to be there when they were live. They all live forever on our page. I will put a link to that Facebook page down in the comments below if you want to stop by and follow us over there and check it out. I also want to tell you that even though things have been a little bit quiet, during next month, you are going to be super excited because there's something really fun coming to my channel, and it means that there's going to be a whole lot more videos over here. So I'm kind of dividing up my time, divide and conquer between all the places that people want to see videos. So I did take the edges of my flowers there and fluff them up just a little. And that is basically going to do it. So I'm just kind of showing you the elements here that I pulled in from the sketch because my final layout does look a little bit different, but it has a lot of the same design elements that I wanted to pull out of that particular sketch. I added some journaling off screen, and that's basically going to do it. So thank you so much for being here. I apologize that I haven't been around as much as usual, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye!